Wanted to give you guys an update on where we are on the S-40 for Arthur. As you can see, we got the dials back on and got it restrung. We got it all greased up. It's working real nice. So we're there. What I ended up having to do to get these dials remounted is I took a large drill bit that was big enough to drill out the collar, the one side of the collar on there, and removed the old dials. You can see there's quite a bit of improvement. These dials came from radio days. Anyway, I drilled those off, was able to pop these off the collar, and then I took some of my favorite glue. It's the Loctite super glue with Ultra Gel. I've used it a lot. It's great stuff. Went ahead and glued the dial onto the collar and then glued the washers back onto the front. So those look really good. They're not going to go anywhere. I don't remember in the last video. Yeah, in the last video I had that on, but we went ahead and cleaned up the lights a little bit. Those the bulbs have been replaced with new bulbs. So the next thing we need to do, let me see here. Is this the new one? Yeah, this is the new one. I got if you can see here, I kind of had this sensitivity switch. I actually had it. Here we go. I actually had it kind of jury-rigged with a 10K pot that I had on hand. I went ahead and ordered some new 10K pots with the switch on the back. So the next thing I have to do is get that put back in, and then when I do that, I'll shut the lights off. I'll do that towards the end of this video. I'll shut the lights off, turn it on so you can see it with the dials glowing and everything. And then the electronic restoration is pretty much done. What I have to do then is just do the cosmetic restoration, put it back in the case, do the last alignment on it, and then we can send it back to Arthur. It's been a long time, and I apologize for that, but I'll show you a few things that has been delaying us. One of the big projects is Krista does my lettering for me, my daughter Krista. And I've had her, besides her normal work with the business, you can see all these boxes here. A while back I bought several boxes of tubes, and more than several. And what she and my youngest daughter have been doing is going through and sorting all these tubes. So we've got them all sorted finally. There's a little over 2,000 tubes in all these boxes. So I got all these tubes. When they get done next week, I have all these tubes sorted and put in a database, so now I know exactly what I have on hand. Or probably sell a bunch of them off, because there's some of them that she told me here that I have 100 of them. Well, I never use 100 of them, so I'm gonna probably throw those on a lot of those on eBay and get rid of them. But that's taken them a couple hours a day. They've spent at least a couple weeks on it. So we have that. Then down here a while back, way too long again, it's been about 6 months ago, Rick sent me this case for this is a Hallicrafters SX99. I think what happened on it is Rick started restoring the SX99. I think he's got the electrical restoration done, or he's working on it. But at some point this had been stripped down and then left, and it flash rusted. And it's been quite a bit, or it's been that way for quite a while, because flash rusting got pretty bad. So he sent it to me. We took it out. We took out this part. We took this part out and media blasted it, and then powder coated it. And the exterior looks pretty good. The bottom, there's some, you can probably see there's some etching, but that's on the bottom. When I powder coat these, I can't, or at least I haven't tried it yet, tried to, touch that up with body putty or anything like that, but since it's on the bottom, I'm not going to worry about it. So we've got that done, but we still have over here, we've got to do the top of it yet. Hang on here, I'm going to pause it. Okay, here's the top, and you can see how the flash rusting was when we got it. Now underneath, the reason we haven't done this yet is Chris is going to recreate this label there. Then we'll go ahead and media blast it and re-put the label in it. And then this is the front of it. What we're probably going to do with the front is we'll go ahead, she'll recreate the labels on this. We'll go ahead and media blast it, powder coat it, and then for the silver, we'll just go ahead and spray paint it. So that's taken up a little bit of our time. Now I'll go out and show you real quick another project that we've been working on. Okay, my wife needed some external storage, so we decided to build a new shed here. So I spent quite a number of hours building the shed. It's done now, except for I've got a couple fiberglass doors on order for it. So as soon as those come in, I'll hang those. But my wife and my two boys and myself spent the last month building that. I think it came out pretty good. If you can see the mistake I made, more power to you, but I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is. But it's a 12 by 8 shed with vinyl siding and aluminum fascia and everything, and I think it looks pretty good. And as soon as I get those doors on, she'll move some stuff into it. Here's the S-40. I'm running with the dials on and the lights working, so you can see that's it's got that nice cool green dial light. So except for alignment, I would say the electronic restoration's finished on it. Next we're get the cabinet done, get put together. Okay, the original switch center on this potentiometer goes to ground. So what they did is they had this that they just soldered to the center lug. So I moved that on over. And then there's one wire that will get soldered to this lug here. And then the two leads for the switch will get soldered there. So I'm going to do that next and then slide it in there. Okay, we've got the switch soldered in, so we'll slide it down into the slot here and get it lined up. And we should be good then. So I'll do that and come back. Alright, there's the new switch mounted. Looks like it's going to clear everything. Don't know for sure if that's going to line up correctly with the dot, but or check it and try to make some adjustments on it. So there we have it. That's pretty much all of the electrical restoration except for the or electronic restoration except for the alignment. So until next time, this is WD0DXD signing off.
That's all, folks. WD0DXD signing off.